Hello, my lovely trilobites. I've missed you. I sound horrible because we're having some air quality issues due to the wildfires in Canada. Luckily, it's the majority of it's moved out of our area, but the effects are still lingering. And if you have allergies, it just compounds it on top of that. So I apologize in advance. It's going to take a while for that to dissipate. So I got an order from Blend Bunny, and I really want to swatch these because I don't really have any shades like this in my current collection. They had a sale over Memorial Day weekend. I think it was like 20% off or something. So I was like, okay, this is like the perfect time to try it when it's on sale. And they also sent 4 free lip liners. I did not order lip liners. They just put them in there. And they're all the same color. I don't know if they just had like a bunch of extras or if it was like a gift with purchase or something. I'm not really sure. What I do want to mention about these before, I'm not going to swatch like every single shade. I'm going to pick like which ones. But these are talc based. The first ingredient is talc on all of them. But they do discriminate versus like which ones are safe for eye use and which ones could stain your eye. Like they at least go through that, which I think is really good. So I know like which ones are probably going to stain me and which ones aren't. So I appreciate that. But do I also want to test the talc for asbestos? I kind of do. Not right now though. But eventually we might get there. If I find a shade that I don't like, I'll be like, that's the shade we're going to test. Because you end up, the sample size has to be pretty big. So I want to see the pigmentation on this. I'm doing dry swatches on my dry arm. I just cover my tattoo so it doesn't get in the way. But I'm really curious about some of these neons because neons can go like multiple ways. And I don't know if it's going to actually be that color on me or if it's just going to look like that in the pan. Like that's kind of what I'm wondering. Like, is this pan accurate? So we're going to swatch a couple of these if I can. Luckily my eyeball is pretty much healed by now, but we'll start with the Surge palette. And I really want to see if these neons actually perform correctly. If I can do this. Okay, it does feel pretty creamy. Whoa, that's okay. All right. We're doing so good so far. That's these feel actually really creamy for mattes. Usually mattes feel like really powdery and dry. As you can see, most of it's going on my arm. It's not really staying on my finger at all, which I think is a good thing. That's some pigment. That's some serious pigment. Oh my goodness. All right, well, that's good to know. I'm really curious about blue and green. Are certain colors are harder to formulate. Okay, if that is that color, I want to do that again. Like I feel like I should do that again. Is my arm even in frame? Yeah, okay. Just to see if like they're buildable. Oh yeah, they're buildable. They're pretty darn neon. Holy jeepers. I feel like a glow stick. Okay, that one might not be as... The yellow is really, really, really bright, but this green... It's pretty bright, but I think you have to build it up a bit to get it to where you really, really want it. I mean, if I had eye primer on, I think I could build this a lot easier. But this green, it's going to take a little bit of work. It's not as user-friendly as like the yellow. But I mean, for neons, like I don't think that's bad. And I don't know when I would wear like a neon green. So I don't know if this situation will occur. But let's try the white. Because if these are very white-based neons, if the white isn't... Like, I'm an extremely pale human. So that might be part of the problem. All right, let's try like the blue one. This one feels a little bit more drier. This pastel row definitely feels drier than the neon row. Yeah, I think this would definitely work better if I had a primer on or did something. All right, let's try like neon pink, or not neon pink, like the dark. Whoa, okay, that's some pigment. We're just gonna go back over here. Okay, we got some pigment going on with this second row. Let's see if these are pan matching or not. I don't know, those match the pan pretty decently in terms of like color payout. Oh, this is the shimmer. Okay, this is like a wetter formula. Oh, wow. That's got some shine to it. That was not the right spot to swatch that. Let's try their shimmer formula. Oh, I really do love aqua. Oh, look at that. Okay, the magenta definitely stained my finger. I mean, don't get me wrong. I just wanted the mattes to put my Chaos Dirt on top of, basically, because I love my Chaos Dirt shimmers. They're like my favorite. But if you don't have those, that shimmer is pretty good. The magenta shimmer is not really doing... The magenta doesn't really have like that shimmery sheen to it like the blue does. Now I feel like I have to test like with the shimmers. Yeah, the green and the blue are definitely more of like a metallic. And then the other ones are more of like a metallic satin-ish combination, if that makes any sense. Okay, that gold. Whew, that gold's pretty shiny. So this row is kind of hit or miss. I mean, it's a soft formula. And it is really, really pretty. It's just I prefer, like, I want my shimmer to be seen from space. And that's just a personal preference. So I would definitely put like my Chaos Dirt on top of these mattes. But these mattes, some of them look like they could be seen from space too. So I'm not mad about the pigment. The top row is a little lackluster. And some of the shimmers are more metallic, like more shiny than others. But for the most part, this has really good pigment going on. So let's move over to Lure here. I really don't want to edit this. Am I running out of arm room? No. I have a lot of surface area. We're good. Okay, so we're going to try, let's see, what's the hardest to formulate? Ugh. Okay, I don't really wear purple eyeshadow, so we can try the purples here. Okay, it's definitely got some oomph to it. I want to see if these like actually even match the pan. Wow, okay, that's got some pigment. Okay. My hands are permanently stained magenta. Like they're still magenta. Like I don't think it's never not going to be magenta for quite a while now. So if you use this palette, those magenta, red, pinks are definitely going to be with you for a while. Let's see how deep this really is. I expect like a super, like, I don't know, I can't see it. Let's try this row because neutrals are easier to formulate than purple. Oh, that looks like a duochrome. Like it kind of goes from like green, like a gray green to like a peachy pink almost. I don't know if you can see that or if it's just me seeing it. That definitely does shift. I didn't think there were shifty shades in here, but that one does shift. Interesting. The things we learn. That's a mauve. I don't really wear mauves. Like I'm not really into purples as much. I hope this one's not patchy. Don't be patchy. I don't want you to be patchy. Okay. If I'm going to test it for asbestos, I'm going to test these two colors because I don't like them. That's personal preference. I wouldn't wear those colors on my eyes. Okay, if this one's patchy too, then there's a lot of staining going on here. I'm curious as to how these blend out because they're so pigmented. Like, could I even blend this out since it's been on me for a little while? Yeah, the staining is real. Okay, let's see if I can even blend this out. It's been sitting here for a while. Like if I can blend it out, what it would do. Okay, so you can blend these out so they're not so ridiculously bright if you wanted to. So they are blendable. Oh, the purple, that stained. Apparently if you're gonna blend the purple out, you need to do it a little bit quicker than I did. Holy jeepers, the staining on this purple. Okay, this is interesting. This is why we swatch, because you don't know what it's gonna do. Now I'm curious to see if these are like actually buildable. Like I want to play with this yellow, and okay, I'm like running, I have like a dry cloth over here, but I'm running out of non-purple fingers. So we're gonna see if this is buildable, and like if we blend it out, like are we still gonna get the color payout? Okay, yeah, there's some serious staining going on. So that is Blend Bunny. I really do like the pigmentation payoff. I don't think the shimmers are bright or shiny enough for me, but I'm just really weird like that. I did not expect there to be like a duochrome in here. Like I did not expect that. And I didn't expect like as much staining as I'm getting. Let's see, we're gonna try like a damp towel here. This is just like a towel with like water. So we're gonna see like, oh geez. Okay. Oh goodness gracious. Okay. Don't worry, this is like my bad towel. So like, but I'm always curious, like, is it going to, you know, like how much am I gonna have to work to really get this off of me? Okay, the shimmers came off pretty easy, but like I'm gonna have to enlist the help of a solvent with some of these pigments. This is very pigmented, but the color payoff is there and the texture is really good. And if you're looking for really interesting shades that you might not have in your collection, I think these are the way to go. I am a big fan of indie brands. I don't really have any colors like this in my collection. I might have one or two of them intermingled in other palettes, but I want to be able to be like, I want this palette and then my palette of Chaos Dirt singles, you know, and I want to be able to go for like that, as opposed to looking for like 12 palettes. So this is kind of why I was going in this direction. I really do like these. They are very pigmented. So keep that in mind. They are pretty true to pan color, and I'm not going to go outside because the air quality is not good. So there were only indoor swatches today, but thank you for watching. And if you're in an area where you need to stay inside because of the air quality, I hope you stay safe and try not to breathe it in any more than is necessary, and stay inside and get the staining off of yourself instead, and clean your makeup brushes and sponges because you're probably overdue to do it, except for me because mine are clean because I'm OCD and I'm weird. Anyway, thank you for watching. I will see you guys next time. Have a great day. Bye.